Hello friends, and today, yes, it's Coach Bob, and we are headed to the beautiful Delta Alpha Bravo, that is Daytona Beach International. We're rolling for Daytona Beach. It's a little late in the evening, a tad after 8 o'clock, and it is a beautiful, beautiful late afternoon, early night, whatever you want to call it. It's getting ready to get dark. We're supposed to have a full moon tonight, I believe, and it is going to be quite the ride. That's all I can tell you. We're going to go over and experience Daytona in a way that might be a little odd for a lot of people. It is for me somewhat, because I used to ride a Harley. In fact, I rode a Harley to Daytona many, many years and have the patches on my leather jacket to show it. But the one thing that I found out last year after my first ride to Daytona on something that wasn't a Harley is that it's different. I don't know if it's that people treat you differently or if the fact that you just perceive things differently. Either way, the difference is very, very real. And I'm curious how it's going to feel on a CanAm Spyder. How's it going to feel pulling a trailer? And how's it going to feel with Coach Vic on the back with us loading up with all of our stuff? It's going to be a little different trip, and we're excited to see what the future holds on this one. So hang on tight as we go for a ride and experience a new one. We have departed Tallahassee and a last minute opportunity to go to Bike Week. I got through with a track thing that was going on. I had a quick reservation. We have gotten on the road. We're gonna gas on up, top it off, ride on in, go into Palm Coast, Florida, stay the night, do Bike Week tomorrow.
We're at Busy Bee.
Coach Vic's gonna go get us an icy. Funny, you know, I just was gassing up, cleaning the bugs off the CanAm. Had a guy stop. He was also a coach. He was a football coach from Tampa. So didn't get his name, but if you're watching the Coach Bob 3 channel, man, nice talking to you, buddy.
An icy, Coca-Cola icy. Oh, I need that.
Next stop, probably Palm Coast, Florida. At least that's what we're hoping anyway. Not that we would be talking about lunacy or anything to do with the moon, but Coach Vic and I did have a couple of conversations about the moon this week. One of the things that she was saying that she had interest in was riding in the middle of the night when we make our trip out to California. She really wanted to kind of plan the trip around the full moon. It's pretty amazing that after a conversation like that, that it would just so happen that as we travel on this trip, that the moon would be out and it would be a full moon just like this. It really is cool how things work out. And she is really enjoying the view, as am I. So sit back and just enjoy the music just for a minute and savor the scenery. Yeah, look like some one guy's got a trailer over there in the corner. I can tell you. What you thinking, Coach Vic?
It was nice riding at night. Nice and smooth.
And we are in the fabulous Bilt here in Palm Coast, Florida. Tomorrow we're going to just kind of ease into it, get up, roll into Daytona Beach, and go check everything out. Maybe see some accessories on the CanAm stuff. Look at some other bikes too. I really love all the motorcycles, as you know. It's going to be an exciting day. Sometimes the unplanned ones are the greatest, and that's what we're hoping for. So we are about to shut this thing down and get some sleep. We'll see you in the morning. Sleep was great, and this morning the weather is absolutely beautiful. So we got about a 35 mile ride south end of Daytona Beach. So we figured if we're on the road by 10, we'll be there pretty early. We'll hit some cool sights, maybe look for some things out of the ordinary. So just started the day with a little gas all over me. If it looks like a beautiful morning in Daytona, guess what? It's because it's a beautiful day in Daytona. All right, so running through my analytics on the CanAm this morning, we did about 250 miles yesterday. Averaged 27.4 miles a gallon. That's 2 up pulling a trailer. Am I excited about that? I think it could be a little better, but not too bad. Today is probably going to be a 400 to a 500 mile day. It's a beautiful day. A lot of people, it's funny. I had a guy talk about being a hardcore biker as he was pulling his bike out of his trailer. When I rode my Sawtail, we used to have that conversation. I'll be nice and save that one for someone else though. Let y'all slug that one out on the internet. All right, so warm in Daytona today. I'm gonna take the liner out of the jacket. The sun is out and it is really, really, really nice. Rode down in a t-shirt, get the gas in the bike, and it was just beautifully warm. It's funny, I was out here with a bunch of older guys. It was a very interesting, enlightening, and fun conversation. Luminous and voluptuous Coach Vic has just wheeled her way out and blessed us with her presence.
We're on a nice ride to Daytona Beach. Yes, we are. So just a quick little roll up I-95, or I guess I should say down I-95, being we're going south. The one thing about this part of the country, 95 is really, really busy. It's always full of the big trucks and rubber tires all over the road. It can be a little disconcerting. You know, one of the things that I always preach about is not riding right behind these big dudes. And those tires, man, when they come apart, man, that's a big fear. That's a big phobia of mine, is one of those tires come apart and beaning me right upside the head. So here we are rolling into Daytona itself, and it's always kind of cool. You know, the airport is right on this exit. You see a lot of airplanes flying over, and being an old guy from the aviation industry that's retired, I always enjoy seeing that. And there's always cool motorcycles here, and my passion and fire for motorcycles has certainly not waned. I love the fat tired Harleys. I love the big 8-hanger handlebars, and I know that's not safe, but man, is it cool. And I remember riding that stuff, and it is a lot of fun. You know, another thing that goes on down here, you see this bicycle lane to my right, you'll have people just kind of blasting up around you, not really paying attention to what's going on. And these guys right here, as they were kind of looking at each other, they peel out and almost run over the motorcycle guys up there that are turning right at the red light. Really, really kind of a bad scene, but no harm, no foul. We'll forgive them.
blend in here.
You're a rebel. Vicky's a rebel.
You don't have to yell at me.
Get out. Oh, you want to go behind that trike right there?
Nope, right here's perfect.
Oh. Be more gentle.
So the very first thing that caught my eye was this beautiful machine. And for any of you guys in the know about the MotoGP world, this motorcycle belongs to Marc Marquez. He is an unbelievable motorcycle rider. He joined the MotoGP class in 2013, and he's won every world championship with the exception of 2015, which is an unbelievable feat. This beast is called the RC213V. It's 1,000 cc's, has 248 horsepower, and will do 225 miles per hour, and only weighs 353 pounds, and it has a 5.3 gallon fuel tank. In MotoGP, they cool the fuel down before they put it in the gas tank so that as it heats up, it expands and keeps the tank full. These riders are truly amazing, and Marc Marquez is an amazing man. What amazes me the most about him, though, is his ability to overcome all of the fears and all of the pain that is associated with this type of racing. He falls, and falls really hard, breaks bones, and has off-season surgeries, and somehow is able to get back on this machine and win championships. That is the sort of athleticism that just confounds me. And as a coach, seeing athletes like that is more than rare. I don't think I've ever seen one of these athletes, nothing like him, in my lifetime. And that's saying something. So as we came out of the Honda place, we ran across the Vanderhall booth. Now, if you don't know anything about Vanderhall, these things are really cool. And if you're into the trike world, and most of us CanAm guys understand that three wheels can be cool too, the Vanderhalls are really unbelievable. The price for what they are, I don't think is really that far out of line. They are truly a handmade automobile. They are three-wheelers, and the guy Vanderhall, they did a big episode with Jay Leno and went through a lot of red tape to get these things put on the road. He spent a lot of time developing some really cool things. You'll notice the little chrome knob there just to the left of the driver. That's a slap shift, like when you upshift and downshift with a paddle shift in a standard vehicle. He has several models, and they have either a 1.4 liter or a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbo. And like I said, it's a 6-speed, it's an automatic you can use the little slap shift with. It has ABS traction control. Some of these things even have cruise control, and they range from 175 to 194 horsepower based on the model, with either 185 foot-pounds of torque or 203 foot-pounds of torque. They're really, really nice looking. It makes you want to put on a beret and grab a pipe and roll down the road. Coach Vic fell in love with this beautiful little flowered machine, as she called it. Now, if you'll just sit back and enjoy just a little bit of the scenery that Bike Week has to offer.
Harley-Davidson, American Iron, since 1903. Love them, hate them. I'll tell you what, man, they've been a joy. They've been a controversy with the AMF days. They've built some really, really cool stuff, and I've owned a lot of their stuff, and I think they have great fit and finish, and they are just absolutely awesome. And I will say this, people may give Harley riders a bad rap, but while I was here, man, we were treated like royalty. Coach Vic and myself. Anytime I needed a hand, there was a guy with a Harley shirt on extending a kind hand to help me with anything that I needed. It didn't matter what they looked like, how they were built, what year bike they were on. It just didn't matter. They were amazing. And I want to thank you guys out there, you Harley riders, because you are cool people. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Because, you know, when I have guys tell me, brother, you are in the wind. And it's what has always made motorcycling so special to me. There is a brotherhood that crosses all boundaries, all barriers, and it is the most awesome thing ever. So if you ever get a chance to come to Bike Week, you got to come down here and you got to check it out. And no matter what you ride, no matter what you look like, no matter what walk of life you come from, whether you're disabled, whether you're not disabled, whether you're shy or whether you're bold, you owe it to yourself to come to Daytona Beach and go to Bike Week and experience this amazing, amazing event. Well, that pretty much wraps up part one of the two-part Daytona Bike Week trip that we're doing. Next episode, which will come out this coming Wednesday, we're going to be talking about the new Harley Pan American, the 975 Street Fighter, and the Livewire. And of course, we're also going to be hitting on more CanAm stuff, talking with Coach Vic, and then no trip to Bike Week would ever be complete without an exciting trip down Main Street. So join us on Wednesday for the next episode, and I'm going to tell you, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. So baby, go seize the day. We'll see you soon.